daddies, soon-to-be parents, and all members of Wilkins Health Circle family. Welcome to the newest episode of Wilkins Health Circle Season 4, brought to you by the most recommended water brand by doctors, Wilkins Distilled. My name is Bea Fabregas Ramos at napakasaya kong makita kayong lahat. Can we get a round of applause from our studio audience? And of course, the blue heart emojis from our audience watching online. Now, our topic today is all about milestones. From pregnancy to the first few years of your child's life, there are milestones for parents and for children. For parents, milestones, it can start as early as finding out when you're pregnant, changing lifestyles, and others. Now, for kids, it's their first word, graduation, and so on. Lahat tayo excited sa mga milestones. Pero, bihira ang handang-handa at may alam na tungkol sa milestones as they come. Parang nabibigla tayo, di ba? So, milestones bring people together, bring families closer, couples bond over them, and celebrating your kids' milestones can help boost self-esteem, encourage positive behavior, and build lasting memories for the entire family. Ngayon, ipapakilala ko ang ating mga guests who are going to help us take us through all our topics. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Hindi lang ako yung magsasalita today. I promise. Unang-una, because Wilkins is the most recommended water brand by doctors based on IQVIA Study 2023. O, diba? Proud to be part of the Wilkins family. Let's give them a round of applause. With that, let's meet our medical expert na magbibigay ng medical insight sa ating usapan. Please welcome on stage pediatrician Dr. Lou Verley Manzon.
Good day, everyone.
Hi, Doc. It's so nice to see you again.
Yes, thank you, Wilkins Health Circle family, for having me again.
And of course, we need to introduce our power couple today. Power talaga. They are loving parents to their 4 adoring kids. Let us all welcome Iya and Drew Arellano.
Hello, Bea.
Hello, hi Doc. Wow, hi guys. Hi moms.
Reaching the pregnancy stage as a couple is already a milestone in and of itself. Kakaibang phase ito ng relationship that requires a lot of compromise from both mommy and daddy, which brings us to our first discussion. We're pregnant, walking a milestone in our shoes. So let me take you back, Ian, Drew. When you found out you guys were pregnant, daming nag-iiba sa life niyo, of course. But what was it like, I guess, the first time, the second time, the third, and the fourth? Yes. I mean, they're all milestones.
Each and every one really was a milestone. But of course, yung kay Prima, yung pinaka, because it was really our first. It's funny because I feel like during the pregnancy, it's so exciting. And I was really blessed to have an easy pregnancy. So actually, there were no changes. Aside from having to adjust with, of course, may mga do's and don'ts pagdating sa pagkain.
Wow.
But other than that,
You felt like,
yes, but the
Fine.
moment I gave birth,
Ayun.
boom, ang pagbabago was instantaneous.
okay, so like every pregnancy, you felt like it was just like your belly was growing and everything.
Well, actually, with every pregnancy, it got a little bit harder and a little bit more hard. So it got different. It progressed with each pregnancy. But with Primo, I think the milestone really was telling Drew, and I think it was really just preparing our home for that, and coming to terms with what a home would, or what our home would actually look like once may anak na. Because, oh man, my goodness, you can clearly see the difference of a home na may bata at ang bahay na walang bata.
Na mas sobrang linis.
True. I have embraced the toddler aesthetic.
Right?
Yes.
Right, but yeah, that was really a milestone for us, finding out we were pregnant. And then the ones after that, of course, lalo na when I was keeping it a secret from Drew. And then the one with, I think one of the memorable ones was with Alana. We were on our third, because we thought we were gonna be okay now with 2 eh. Kasi after the first, sabi ko, mahirap na palang isang bata. Siguro okay na tayo sa dalawa. And then the third happened. We didn't find out gender. So all of these things were always
Right.
something to be excited about with each pregnancy.
Oh, I
Surprise,
love
yeah.
that.
No. I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, kala namin 2, pero 2 times 2 pala. But yeah, like, you go through the motions, like the first ultrasound, or the second, or the third, or dami. Pero it's still, these are milestones pa rin for me. It's just special in a very
Always
it's always
special.
special.
Sometimes when you're pregnant and you see that, okay, positive, I'm pregnant, you don't really know what to do next, diba? So it's like maybe we can kind of walk through the pregnancy milestones for all our viewers.
What I emphasize in my patients, so it's important yung first 1,000 days of life. No, it starts with pregnancy when the mom becomes pregnant. So we have to reiterate the health of the mother also, and it ends until the second birthday of the baby. So basically, the fetal development is actually divided into 3 stages. No, yung first trimester, which is actually the from the time of conception up to 12 weeks. So during this time, there is a surge in hormones. No, so yung mothers would
Yes.
experience symptoms. Did you guys experience it? So ako rin, no? But then this is a very critical period in such a way that the organs of the baby develop. So any infection, any exposure of the mother is detrimental to the development of the fetus. So by the end of the first trimester, the baby would be around 2.5 no, to 3 inches, about the size of a lime or calamansi. So mga ganyan. By second trimester, I don't know if it same goes for you guys, but this is said to be the best stage of pregnancy, wherein the hormones have leveled off, and also the baby is continuously growing. During this time also, there's such a thing as the purposeful movements of the baby, where you feel the movement of the
Oh,
baby.
yes, my
That's a
favorite.
milestone also.
The
love
kicks
it.
in the belly.
Yes, and then by the end of 6 months, no, the baby is already actually about the size of an eggplant. Okay, so when you reach naman the third trimester, it's actually the final stretch, no, final stretch na yan. The baby starting to reposition itself down the uterus. So balik na naman yung symptoms ni mom. Sakit ng balakang, sakit ng pelvis, no, and during this time also, the lungs have already matured, so ready to go na si baby, no? So those are actually the milestones during the third trimester of pregnancy.
I love how Doc just kind of went through it.
Painted the picture.
I think we're done with the episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
No, but you know what? I think important nga the sensitivities of the first trimester. It is such a crucial stage because that's really when the baby is developing. And even for the mom, because diba, we also have to wait for it to be a safe time for us to actually announce. Because that's also such a milestone to be able to share the news with the rest of the world. Because you kind of
Exactly.
have to keep it a secret first.
Yes.
Because you just want to make sure that you're in a safe place, you're in a good place, and then you can share it with the world. That's another milestone.
So we just discussed the heartwarming stories of Drew and Iya's baby's first steps. But now it's time to discuss how parents can make it happen themselves in Our Family Takes a Big Step, catching your milestones. I think this would be a great chance to share some tips sa mga ka-Wilkins Health Circle family natin on how to teach their kids how to walk.
How the Carabao nga.
How?
Bribery.
Totoo. Milk
Yeah,
or
right.
their favorite toy.
Right.
It's true though. But you know what? Actually, one of the things that worked for us was with Primo, yung andador. Oo. Di ko alam kung saan nakuha ata namin sa Laguna. But yeah, it wasn't a regular
No,
walker.
yeah, it's the one that
It's like
stays-
Yung
the
wood, made out of wood, di ba?
Filipino
Yes.
walker.
Without the
And I
wheels.
heard that super helps.
Yes, because they're not relying on the wheels to get them to move. So they really learn how to
Friction.
push off with their feet. But kay Primo lang namin nagamit. Kasi si Leon, hinayaan na lang namin siya.
Right. And then it happened.
And
Right.
then it happened. But then, looking back, he was also, parang in terms of coordination, he excelled more.
Leon, you mean?
Yes, si Leon.
Baby number 2,
Okay.
child number 2.
Because we didn't help him. Because we just let him move, we let him explore his body, and parang he figured it out a little later than Primo, but
Once he
with everything
did.
else in terms of body coordination, he's good with that.
You've already mentioned the use of walkers. No, there's actually a position statement by the Philippine Pediatric Society and the American Academy of Pediatrics against the use of walkers. Apart from the danger that it can cause, there's also the potential to delay, the walking of the baby. So no rin po yung walkers. No, so actually there's no actual book telling us again.
Buti na lang ginamit lang natin kay Primo.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. So there's no actual steps talaga on how to teach your child. Wala talagang medical books on that. But I guess no for parents, yung katulad ng sinasabi ng bribery, it's more of encouraging, no? Encouraging,
So, a better word, yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
the lack of a better
encouraging.
term.
Sorry.
Yes, yeah. And also, no, ito yung encourage the barefoot experience. Nakapaa dapat ng baby. Tayo mga Pinoy lang naman yung nagchichinela sa loob ng bahay, diba? No? So, try natin, no, for them to experience yung sensory neural development. Kailangan ma-feel nila yung ground, different sensations, because it can actually improve their balance and their confidence, no? Apart from that, no, you can also provide obstacles, no? Kung meron favorite, hindi lang naman toys, kahit yung remote control, lagay nyo medyo malayo, and then it will actually boost the child to get what he really wants, no? Pupuntahan na yan kahit anong layo niyan. Also, assisted walking, no? Paano po ba yung tamang assisted walking? So I have seen parents, no, na nakataas ang arms all the way up, and
I
this
was
is
guilty
very
of that.
dangerous.
I
Yes.
was immediately corrected.
Correct. Yes, because it is very prone to shoulder dislocation. So the proper position to hold your child, if and when no ready na siya mag-walk, is you hold the child's hand na nakaganyan po. So between the nipple and the waist of the child, and let the child hold it using your finger. Tapos you let them walk on their own. Hindi yung parang dinadrag mo na sila. And then eventually, kapag mas stronger and mas confident na sila, you let go.
Question, Doc, because I think, yun nga, sometimes I guess we feel pressure na dapat dapat matuto siya maglakad. So parang minsan, masyadong maaga pa and they're already trying to have them stand. So when is an appropriate time to have them like starting to carry their own
Is
weight,
there
to
an
like
appropriate
stand
time?
or to take a step?
I think, no, wala naman talagang appropriate. Like, perfect time. Ito, sinabi sa book, ganyan. 10 months, dapat naglalakad na
Kasi
talaga.
sinasabi nila, ay, masyadong maaga, magiging, what do you call it?
Bow-legged.
Magiging
Yeah,
bow-legged,
oo.
hindi pa niya kaya.
Yes. So, yung mga cues naman sa child, makikita nyo, individualized po yun. No? So, every child is unique. No? Gusto niya 10 months, nagko-cruise na siya, hold lang yan sa mga furniture. So, make furnitures available inside your house and make sure that it's baby-proof or safe also for your baby para iwas sa trauma. So, yun nga, wala pong specific time talaga na, okay, kailangan ito, tomorrow mag-aaral tayo kasi sabi sa book, 10 months, dapat naglalakad ka na. So, wala pong
Oh, ayan, Wilkins Health Circle family, kalma lang tayo. They will learn eventually. We just have to provide a safe environment for them to learn and discover.
Yes, and once they start crawling, make sure to document it. And you guys talked about this a little bit earlier. Who is better at documenting these milestones?
Me.
Okay. There's silence and it was quick.
Well, in terms of professional shots.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, really. Si Iya is more of a content creator than me.
Grabe naman sa
I'm just
content
kidding, not content creator, but he mas masipag siya sa pagvi-video. Kasi
Mas nakaabang ako eh.
nakaabang. Compared to me, parang I'm recording
Yeah, parang
using my mind.
Drew likes
and
to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Ako,
Yeah.
I like to be ready na gusto ko kasing...
I
gusto
want to
ko-
watch it back.
Exactly.
Oh,
gusto kong
gosh.
ulit-ulitin
Yeah.
ng a million times.
Yes.
Kaya parang nasasayangan ako if I don't get to catch it. So
Yes.
actually what I get to share with you guys on my on
Yeah.
our social media accounts, it's just a little bit of that we...
Yes, because
of
there's
all that
so
we get to-
many
there's so
beautiful
many
milestones.
that we actually missed.
There you have it, mommy. So much to take away about helping our kids manage their first steps. Ang useful na mga natutunan natin. Hopefully, you're enjoying our conversation. And of course, this episode, if you want to revisit the portion of our discussion, maaaring balikan ang content na ito by becoming a member of our Wilkins Health Circle. Hello again from the Wilkins Health Circle. Andito po tayo ulit talking about learning or behavioral conditions and making our own way with baby. How can parents handle child conditions? So now we've learned about possible behavioral or learning conditions and how do we spot it, right?
You know what, actually, that's kind of hard to say, no? But I guess that's what's nice about really interacting with your children, because when you interact and when you're with them a lot, you're also more familiar with them, and then you can spot out na, okay, wait, hang on. something's a little different here, something's a little, I don't know if this is right, I don't know if I should be worried about this. And then you can like raise it up with a professional and not self-diagnose, di ba?
Yes.
And not be like, it says on the internet, maybe he has this, baka ganito siya, but it's really best. Rather than getting praning about these things, it's really best that you just raise it up with your doctor because sila ang talagang makakapagsabi na, okay, actually that's a red flag, let's keep an eye out for this.
When your child goes to school, so don't forget the milestones that we have discussed earlier. If it's outside or your child is not at par with age, you talk to your doctor, no? You spot learning disabilities in your child if, for example, there's a problem in terms of writing skills, no? Or yung mga pronunciation of words, difficulty reading, no? Also, yun nga, important to factor in also what are the recommendations, mga sinasabi ng teachers in school, no? Do they follow directions in school? Do they have learning routines? Nagkaka-problem sila? Do they have simple self-help? Nagkaka-problem ba with buttoning their clothes or zippers? Those are very easy to spot on, especially when you're with your child.
But I guess we also have to be aware then of the age appropriateness. Kasi minsan parang we're expecting so much, wala pa pala sila sa edad na kaya nila yan. Pero minsan the pressure is on us, lalo na there are other kids na mas advanced or mas naging interest lang nila. And then sometimes we can't help but feel like, teka lang, bakit yung anak niya? Di ba same lang silang edad? Di ba? Nape-pressure din kayo, di ba?
You can't help but compare, for sure.
I feel it when I see like the kids of my friends on my feed when I see that they can do this and it's like kaya ba ni Primo? Kaya ba ni? And I can't help it. I'm guilty. But then I always try to check back and be like, you know what? My children excel in different areas too. And each kid really has their strengths and their weaknesses.
No, like we had a scare with Leon because we asked him to pronounce like, say math. Sabihin niya, math. Tapos na-realize namin, bungi kasi siya. So hindi niya masabi talaga. Yung pala, bungi naman pala siya.
Sobrang intense na ng
Diba?
parang problem.
Kala mo,
Sabi ko,
hindi pala.
bungi
Math.
pala. Or even
Okay lang.
that's a milestone, actually. Balikan natin yung losing their teeth. Cute!
No, but it's really funny because when the kids are into, kasi minsan, kunwari, pagbabasa, we get pressured because the kids of our friends can already read tapos yung anak natin hindi pa marunong. Alam niyo si Primo, hindi namin siya tinuruan. Natuto na lang siya
Self-taught lang
mag-isa. Tapos si Leon naman, syempre parang bakit si Primo nung ganitong edad nakakapagbasa na siya. So, okay Leon, let's read this. I don't like it. So parang, okay, love, paano to? Mukhang magiging challenge sa atin tong anak natin na to. Alam mo, over time, eventually, nasa mall lang kami, and then he was reading out words. Sabi niya, love, he can read na. Sabi ko, where? Sabi ko, love, what's that word? Can you read it? Foot. Sabi niya, foot.
Galing!
Sabi
Kaya
ko,
bungi siya.
Kayang-kaya.
tapos, I was so surprised na love, that's foot. Foot. That's foot. And so I was like, wow, he's starting to put things together. So sometimes, kind of just have to wait and,
the way
actually
easier
matalino
said.
sila eh.
Yeah,
They will
they're
figure
so
it out
smart.
when they're interested.
Yeah, you gotta be patient. Okay.
Oo.
Nag-aabang kasi tayo ng milestone. Yes.
Oo, hanggang
yes.
sa parang my expectation of him was lowered so much na eventually when he was filling up a form and I said, love, can you put your name here? And to my surprise, nasulat niya yung pangalan niya. Never namin prinactice yun.
Wow, that's so cool.
So it's just so amazing that
Mind-boggling.
it's
Yeah,
mind-boggling
it
na
is.
wow, when they're interested and
They
when
will
they
try and
want to, they can.
Kaya nga lagi namin nire-remind sa parents, no, trust your child, no, trust the process also because they will do it in their own way, in their own time, okay? So, also, for mga learning disabilities or mga behavioral disabilities, usually parents would think, baka may gamot naman for that, no? But not all would require medication. So, for learning and behavioral disorders, usually, what would really help your kids would be behavior modification, no, in the form of mga occupational therapy also, no? If you're dealing with problem with writing, no, you can actually hire a tutor or an extra help that would help hone your child, no, into writing, reading, etc. Yung mga therapy naman like occupational therapy, kasama po doon yung mga self-care, yung mga daily basic activities, no. And also you have to provide calm environment for your child, no, yung mga calming techniques, music therapy also works, no, because it helps your child focus more.
So it really helps when we have the guidance of our professionals here. They give us better ideas of how we can help our children.
If I may add also, yun nga, no, we have to emphasize also that with your doctor's visit, no, yung screening sa mga children should start at around 9 months old, no, and about 18 months old, and then up to 30 months. So during this period, no, we can actually, as pediatricians, refer you to developmental centers, no, and don't feel bad, no. Okay, there's something wrong with your child. We're just gonna have screening. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with your child. We're just ruling in or ruling out potential, no, developmental disorders. So, the Philippine Society of Developmental and Behavioral Pediatrics, they have a webpage. You can follow that, and also there are neurodevelopmental centers in different institutions that you can also check.
Super great points. How about a round of applause for that? Of course, if it is a serious topic, but it's something you guys can get through together as a family. And of course, Wilkins Health Circle family, I hope you guys are enjoying and learning. There is no difficulty or condition that parents and their kids can overcome. Basta laging humihingi na advice sa medical professional at laging rested. And super important naman, hydrated. So remember, mommies, give your family the water that mommies and doctors trust. Wilkins Distilled. All right, it's now time for our Fast FAQ segment. Dito magtatanong ang ating guests, Drew and Iya, ng mga quick questions kay Doc about other development milestones. So Iya, Drew, all you guys have to do is choose a question from the list. Present and Doc answer yes or no.
Doc, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, favorite color?
Blue.
Yeah, bilis. That was the
That was
test.
a trick question.
That was the test.
Okay.
All right.
All right, first, can you hear a baby's heartbeat on a Doppler ultrasound in the first trimester?
The answer is yes.
Yawn.
Okay.
Is kicking a common movement for a baby in the womb during the 3rd trimester?
Yes.
Okay. Doc, do most babies lose some weight after birth?
Yes.
Will most babies be able to see clearly by 6 months old?
Not yet.
Is babbling, making sounds like baba or mama, a typical milestone for babies at around 6 months?
Yes.
Do toddlers typically experience a growth spurt around 18 months?
Yes, I've seen that with my child also.
Oh, 18 months.
Okay, next. Can separation anxiety be a sign of healthy development in a toddler?
Yes. It's very, very common sa mga 9-month-old. Very common yon, separation anxiety.
So it's healthy, okay, mama?
That's
It's
normal.
healthy.
That's
Needed.
very
Normal.
normal. Is it healthy for a 2-year-old to lie? Just kidding. Should a 2-year-old be able to identify basic colors?
Yes, the primary colors lang, syempre, no?
Napaisip
Kinabahan
ako
kaya,
dun.
Asher, kaya na ba ni Astro yun? Magtutuna siya. Okay.
Lavender.
Wow. Okay, Doc. Is
Okay.
parallel play where toddlers play alongside but not necessarily with each other, is this common between 1 to 2 years old?
Yes. So
Okay.
yan, usually makita nyo yan, no? Yung mga play dates, makikita nyo
Yes.
rin yan.
Sila nagpapansinan.
Yes, sila nagpapansinan. They have their own world, but it's still normal.
Pero alam mo, for a mom, minsan frustrating yun kasi ikaw yung nag-set ng play date tapos
Yeah.
hindi naman sila naglalaro. Parang nagkakanya-kanya naman sila. But
Yung
it's,
moms pala yung nagpa-play
Oo.
din. Kayo pala yung nagkakantuhan.
Diba? For kwentuhan pala
Yeah,
yun.
with the
But it's
moms.
normal. It's normal,
It's normal.
moms.
Last
Okay.
question, Doc. By age 3, can most toddlers climb stairs without help?
Yes, pero yan, dapat with guidance yan, okay? Kasi their legs are very strong already.
Ayan na po ang
There
ating
you go.
Fast FAQs. Maraming salamat sa ating guests for your participation and Doc, of course, for answering all our
Thanks,
questions, through all our episodes. A round of applause, please. So if it were up to us, I think we'd be talking and talking about our babies forever. But let's end with today's fact or fake question. Mommies, input nyo ang hanap namin dito. So please write down your answers in the comment section. Our fact or fake question is, dapat by 1-year-old marunong na mag-toilet na mag-isa si baby. All right. Is that fact or fake? Once again, dapat by 1-year-old marunong na mag-toilet na mag-isa si baby. I-check ko yan, guys. So please comment kung fact or fake ba yan. Kung 1-year-old, ang galing. Marunong na gumamit ng restroom ang kids nyo na mag-isa. And with that, I'm Bea Fabregas Ramos. Thank you for joining me for another informative episode of Wilkins Health Circle. Thank you to our wonderful power couple, power parents, Iya and Drew. Let's give them a round of applause.
Thanks, guys.
You guys are amazing, and we thank you for your input. Of course, thank you to Doc Lou Verley Manzon for being back here and sharing your insights. I'll see you all for the next episode of Wilkins Health Circle Season 4. Until then, huwag kalimutan mag-hydrate with Wilkins Distilled, the most recommended water brand by doctors, because you are worth a Wilkins.